Hey Cancer, what's in store for your September 2024 money and career life? We're going to talk a little astrology, dive in with the tarot, and find out, so keep watching. So Cancer, welcome to the channel or welcome back. So good to see you here. All right, Cancer, so our first order of business is to discuss Venus in Libra, which is happening at the start of September until September 23rd, when Venus will go into Scorpio. We will discuss that in a moment and pull cards about Venus in Scorpio. But right now, let's pull some cards for Venus in Libra, which is your fourth house of home, family, roots, your financial foundation. You know, astrology is very interesting. Sometimes it is very basic and literal. So, as I was saying to one of the other signs this month, so Venus going through your fourth house can be, yes, trying to get financing to buy a home, sure. But it can also be like, I need to make my home more aesthetically pleasing. I need new pillows. I need a new comforter. I need some fresh candles. I need like all the things. So it can be something like that. You may want to do some sort of beautification. Again, making a room or the whole apartment or the whole house more aesthetically to your liking. It's like an energetic reset for your home in terms of its comfort and beauty. So that could be going on for you. You could also be really looking at ways to support your financial foundation, like going over your finances, cutting out dead wood, those types of things. Bringing your finances into balance when it comes to the incomings and outgoings, right? Libra, balance. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, we have a fat cat showing up, and he's going to try to drink my iced tea. Oh, no, you don't. Say hi to the Cancer people. Say hello to them. All right, so let's see what we have. He's been on top of the refrigerator. He's probably all dusty. All right, let's see. Let's see what we have. Normally he sits on his little stool, like over there by me, this little cat tree. Perhaps he will just do that in a moment. All right, Cancers. Venus in Libra, what do we have for you? Your money life. A 7 of coins. A 4 of wands. There's your home. There's your home card. 4 of wands. The world in your heart. I mean, your world is your home and family. That's Cancer energy, right? It's Cancer energy. The Tower and the Queen of Coins. Okay. I think that you're manifesting. You like those cards for the Cancers. Okay. I think that you are manifesting a surprise connected with your home. Okay. Now, I'm going to read this a couple different ways. The Tower can be challenging, as we know. Okay. It depends on the context. I say this all the time with the Tower. What I would say is Tower is electricity. So I'm gonna get that part out of the way first. All right. If there's something going on electrical in your home, please get it investigated. Now, this is a general reading on YouTube. I'm not saying something's happening, but make sure that if something's been a little wonky, like if you've been blowing a lot of fuses lately or something like that, get the electrics checked out. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Like if you listen to your spidey sense, which is very good. If you're sensing something, get it checked out. You may be buying a new electrical appliance. There could be something that shorts out or breaks. It comes to the end of its functional cycle. And this could really be anything. I mean, it could be something, again, as mundane as a toaster, but as significant as an HVAC system. And that's big bucks, right? That's like thousands and thousands. Vice a toaster, right? So just know that something may be coming to the end of its life cycle that is an electrical appliance. And we have the Queen of Coins here as this last energy, and you're probably going to have to fork out the money to pay for it. All right, because notice how she is looking at this Tower. All right, the world is in your heart. You will successfully solve whatever that issue might be if something happens. I think you'll solve it just fine. The 7 of coins is here. There is a coin in your basket next to the 4 of wands, which is, of course, home-related stuff. So I think you will be spending some money over the next several weeks on home-related items, one of which may be electrical in nature, an appliance. Now, the 4 of wands is also a party card. It could be that you're spending money on something that will help you throw a party, host a party, something like that for someone. You could also be spending money on some sort of electrical appliance or gift for going to a wedding or a housewarming or something like that. So that's another way to look at this energy. I think there is something that you are kind of over and done with in terms of your home life in some way. And sometimes it can be hard for us to justify spending money on things just for the aesthetics of them when they're perfectly functional. Like, I love that green pillow over there. I mean, it's great. I love the color. It's so cute. And it's just a cushion from IKEA. It's not anything crazy, and it's perfectly functional and I love it. What if one day I suddenly have this whim that I, am tired of green? I don't think that will ever happen, but I'm tired of green and now I want pink in my apartment. I want pink, and then I can't justify it to myself. Why would I get rid of a perfectly good pillow just because now I'm into pink? But, sometimes we need a fresh start and a fresh change and a rejuvenation 4 of wands of our personal space. And with Venus, again, going through that 4th house, you may be going through that. So with the world in your heart, you could kind of just be over and finished with some sort of aesthetic cycle or cycle in your home. Like all of a sudden you want to paint everything blue or whatever, like you're done. You want something fresh. And that could also be this tower here where you have this awakening that your current environment is not fitting where you're at right now, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, like the aesthetics, the place, everything. It's not matching you and how you've evolved. So that may be going on as well. And you're contemplating how much money you want to spend to change something up. You could also possibly be contemplating a move because of this 4 of wands and also this energy here. I feel if there was a move, it probably wouldn't be until, I feel like Scorpio or Taurus season. Okay, I'm not feeling so much Aquarius. We just finished Leo season. So probably one of these times. Okay, so it might be as soon as November. It could be as far away as next end of April into May. But there is something evolving about your desires, about what makes you happy and joyful and joyous, 4 of wands, in where you're living. And I think that's coming out quite a bit with this Venus transit in Libra. Also, the day I am filming this, September 4th, the South Node and Venus are together, conjunct, which is again suggesting letting go of outworn, outdated, old cycles, old things. Like it's releasing karmic contracts, it's karmic releasing. So again, like you're maybe coming to the realization of how important a fresh environment is for you, that there's something you need to do to revitalize your environment. It doesn't have to be a move. It doesn't have to be. It could be, just, again, refurbishing in some way. But I think that's a main focus for you with this Venus transit. And then going over the books, the monies to figure out, well, what do I have in my budget for such a thing? Like if I want to move, do I have enough money for a security deposit and, the utilities and all the different costs, the moving costs, things like that. Then Venus will go into Scorpio on September 23rd, which is your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, children, pleasure, travel. Now, Venus will be in Scorpio also in October. We will revisit that transit for the October reading. But so right now, we're just going to look at that last week of September and what you might need to know about those areas of your life and spending money and managing money and your money life. Let's see. Oh, we have a 9 of Swords. And there's your energy. Okay. 7 of Wands in your heart. 8 of Swords. And then the Emperor. Okay. So the Aries energy there. All right. So you might be very preoccupied and worried about some sort of decision perhaps somebody of authority is making. So this could be your boss. This is your 10th house of career. This could be your husband, your partner, if you have one. But it also can be your own internal authority. Are you listening to it? Especially when it comes to 5th house matters. Are you spending your money on things that really do bring you joy and pleasure? Is there a block here to, again, we're not advocating just spending money. No, we're not saying that. But if there is something that you want to buy, like a plane ticket, like going on a cruise, if you can afford it, of course, that's what we're talking about. Or like we were saying, the decorating before, or making something nice for your kids. Again, we're talking 5th house. But it also can be, again, astrology can be very, very literal. Buying yourself something nice because you saved your money and you deserve it. But yet you're feeling very guilty and wavering on your decision to do that. There is something here I think that's very important about your own internal authority and listening to it. And not second guessing and questioning yourself over every single thing. Cancers tend to be very good money managers in general. And it's fine to be prudent. It's fine to be frugal. Absolutely. Everybody's got to watch their coin nowadays with crazy inflation. Okay, so absolutely. But even you deserve something, and we're not talking thousands of dollars either, right? You deserve something to not feel guilty about allowing yourself. So there's something maybe going on with that. Okay, again, Venus transiting that 5th house of pleasure. So listen to your internal authority. It could be, again, depending on your personal situation, maybe you're concerned here, worried, and you feel stuck about maybe having some sort of conversation with your partner about finances. Are they spending too much? Are they not spending anything? Like, what's going on? Like, it could be something like that. There's also possible that there is some sort of conversation with your boss, because this is your 10th house of career, about money or some sort of vacation leave. Because again, we're talking about the 5th house here, Venus going through that 5th house of, travel, vacation, holidays, pleasure. So maybe you're afraid, a little worried and nervous about, putting in for vacation leave. And depending where you are and where you work, there are some places, they're like, okay, we'll give you 10 days vacation. And then you try to take the vacation and they make it so challenging for you to even take the freaking time off. It's like, why to even bother? So you know what I'm saying? So it can be something like that also that may be going on here. But what I'm really feeling is because your energy is facing this 9 of Swords, it is vital for you to face any fears or worries you have about allowing yourself small pleasures. Okay, again, Venus in that 5th house. That, you may be telling yourself some stories that you can't, buy yourself a new lipstick or, buy yourself a little bag of coffee beans that you really love or, something like that gives you joy and pleasure, because you're trying to keep an eye on your pennies, as we were looking at over here with the 7 of coins. So there may be something like that. And everything's in balance. That's the thing. Everything needs to be balanced. It's not good when we're at one extreme or another. That tends to backfire on us in whatever it might be. So, but I would also see what's going on with this energy that's worrying you and making you feel a little uneasy in your heart, either about a spouse or a boss figure in your life, and dealing with something going on with a discussion about money or taking time off. All right, Cancers, we are now going to pull from the Bold and Bodacious Major Arcana cards and get a card for your career life and see what you need to know for September. And then we will clarify. I think there's some sort of way you talk to yourself about money that needs to change from those energies. All right, let's see what we have. All right, we got the Judgment. So the 20th of the month could be important. There is maybe some sort of decision that you are making about your career life. There could also be some important announcement at your job. There could be something where you want to start fresh with your career in some way, either through a new project or an entirely new job, or you want to switch careers altogether. So let's pull some cards and clarify this and see what we need to know. Cancer. Let's see what we have. Cancer. Judgment. We have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles again. We had her before. The Ten of Wands in your heart. Excuse me. The Chariot, there's your energy. And the Nine of Wands. This, I'm telling you, I feel some of you are trying to get out, either for a vacation or you're trying to get out entirely. And they're not letting you go. Like you need a break. This is the thing. All right, so we're reading this two ways. Okay, first of all, we have this beautiful Page of Cups. Like, you just need a break to reconnect with yourself. Right, your inner child, right, here's the Page of Cups. Your inner child, Cancer, needs some time to play, to relax, to kick back, to just chill out. You have something in your lap that would allow you to do that. You have paid leave. You have a person's, maybe you have a friend, they have a cottage at the beach and they said you can go stay there anytime. You have a place you could go and it'd be very cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the resources in your lap to be able to take some sort of break because you need one. The Ten of Wands is in your heart. You are at sort of a breaking point. Because also you have this Nine of Wands here. You are tired physically, mentally, emotionally, and you just want to get away. Chariot. They are not letting you, or they're making it very difficult. All right. So it's like they want you to have 3 weeks of work done ahead of time before you even go. Who can get 3 weeks of work done while you're still working 40 hours a week over here? So there's something here that it's getting a little intense and crazy. They're really pushing on your last nerve with this. But also what this is saying to me is it really, if you can't get away this month, it is really pointing out the necessity of you hatching possibly an escape plan from this current job, because this is just going to continue, like a permanent escape plan that you get another job, or, that, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My eye is like, oh my God, ow. Sorry. My eye allergies have been so crazy. So sorry. Today especially, I'm not sure why. Okay, what was I saying? So, let's not forget we had this Emperor before too. And feeling, stuck and blocked because of this, this Emperor and whatever he or she shenanigans is going on. So, you're hanging in there, but the writing is on the wall. I mean, there's two roads here. You can choose to stay. You can also choose to go away for a little while, have the break that you are owed, the vacation. But then when you come back, it's going to be more of the same old, same old. So I think what I'm feeling here is that you may need to make some sort of decision about a longer range plan for yourself to escape from whatever heavy work situation is going on for you. So this could be, I need to change departments. This could be, I need to change companies. This could be, something else, whatever it might be. It could be too that with this in the middle here, they've called you back into work. It's another possibility. So you're not able to work from home anymore. Now you're back to a commute. Whereas before you were just working from home and it was okay. And now you've got the commute added onto your burden. So I think something is likely coming to some sort of head for you with this energy. And this is probably going to lead into, I would say, also October, when we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Aries, your 10th house of career, middle of October. So I would, if this really applies to you, if this is resonating for you, then really, you've got to decide to get a plan together for yourself and possibly even stand up for yourself. We had this in your heart before, this 7 of Wands, with getting what's owed you. Let's say you're like, all right, I got to stay where I'm at because, job market's crazy right now. I got to stay where I'm at. Okay. But if you're owed time off and you really need a break, then you may need to stand up for yourself and take that break. Work is always going to be there. This is always the case. There's always more stuff they want you to do because you're very capable, So you may need to make a stand to cut yourself a break right now. But I feel like this is some of what I'm getting here is a precursor to that full moon in Aries in the middle of October. So, it's always good to be a little proactive. Knowledge is power. Again, this is just a general reading. So, but if this is really resonating, think about it and see how you can get a few steps ahead if you need to start looking for another job or you need to put in for a transfer or whatever you need to do. So Cancer, you have some very interesting energies here. I feel like we're kind of in a little bit of a flux. We're in a little bit of things kind of shifting here for you. The beginning of a shift is on its way. Especially with your career life, I think. Let's not forget too, you have the North Node in Aries, your 10th house of career as well, which has been dictating that there needs to be some sort of new horizons to explore in a career area. And, now is the time. Now is the time to really, if you haven't had a chance yet this year, now is the time to start using that North Node energy. And the South Node, of course, in your 4th house is suggesting to get out of a comfort zone, some sort of place where you have felt secure because your future lies elsewhere. Your future lies in something new, which is that Aries energy in your 10th house. Flexibility is the name of the game. We can all of us get too comfortable where we're at. So that's what I'm kind of feeling from these energies, especially, with this going on, that 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the swords that we had also, this 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. Don't worry about the change. Be the one who is in the driver's seat of the change. Right? So if you're sensing and feeling some changes are coming, you're so intuitive. I know you know what I'm talking about. You're feeling, then get ahead of it. You take charge of the situation. So I'm saying get everything ready, update your LinkedIn, update your resume, start looking if that's what you think might be on the horizon for you or whatever it might be, right? You're in charge. You're in command. Let's not forget you're a cardinal energy. You can initiate a change. Don't wait for a change necessarily to be foisted upon you. All right. So Cancer, I love you guys. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies. I would love to hear. Very, very interesting. Okay, well, of course, I'll hold a good thought for all good things, for all the signs, but also for you, some little, kind of interesting energies here. But you got this. You got this. So please let me know how you're doing. And if you feel so inclined to like the video, share it, doing so really helps my channel with the YouTube algorithm and pushes the messages in the video out to more people who could benefit from them. It's a win-win, and I really thank you if you do that. So more videos on the way, so stay tuned for those. Love you guys, take care, and I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.